So we made it to the island, which is pretty sweet. It's a huge flowing, it's the James River out here. All the trucks made it. Getting back's gonna be fun though, because that sandy berm is gonna be a pain. Woo! Whoa!
I don't know if I can get up.
That's a bit of a difference. So I slapped a pair of these Axiom 7-inch aftermarket LED lights on here, which are super gaudy, but man, they are bright as hell. Maybe I have been missing out on the whole being able to see for off-road things at night. Pretty neat. They're actually a pretty good price. I'll drop a link in the bio, and I'll show you some more shots of it when we get out of the darkness. But they really light it up. Howdy, welcome back to the Addicted Motors YouTube channel. My name is Troy, and today we're taking my $1,000 neglected, sat for 8 years Land Rover Discovery 1 on an off-road trip. And it's about 60 miles from Richmond, and I'm only checking now in the dark because I might not make it. But seriously, we're starting now in Richmond. We're about going, an hour and a half-ish west to Buckingham County for the ROAV trail cleaning event. And this guy has a death wish. Done a few things. I'll go into that in detail once the light comes up a little bit more, but right now we're going to try to make it, and we're heading along. I've never taken this truck within 3 or 4 miles of my house, and the only way to break the ice on that is just to send it, and that's what we're doing today. All right, now that we have a little bit of light, let me talk about this Disco and what I've done to get it roadworthy thus far. I've had the car for about 3 weeks. Now remember, I picked this car up from North Carolina. It was $1,000. It was listed online as a parts truck. It's got 240,000 miles. It's sat in a barn for 8 years. Picked it up pretty rough. No interior. It's all taken apart, bagged up. So the first thing I did is I got everything put together so it's functional. I've got the windows, seats, the console, everything but the airbag piece on the front, some of the rear trim pieces, no headliner, but I've got the console. I mean, all the little things to kind of make it usable and livable. Next thing I gotta do is kind of get things going again, right? Nothing likes to sit, and sitting is it's not great for these trucks. Some trucks can sit better than others. Luckily, Discos can sit pretty well. My Classic sat for about 15 years. That was okay, which kind of gave me a little bit of confidence that as long as nothing was mechanically completely totaled, as far as the engine and the other drive components, I should be okay. So that gave me the confidence to kind of dive into it. So what I started with, of course, changed the oil. I changed the oil to some heavier stuff. The truck had a misfire, so yeah, it wasn't great. It was it was throwing exhaust like P1313 and P1316 for like catalytic converter failure. The misfire codes weren't bad. It was like a cylinder 8 misfire, but I did a lot of digging into that, and this is where I kind of wanted to go into in case you get a truck like this, because the forums were telling me that this thing had a bad head gasket, it had low compression. I didn't believe any of that. So what I did is I pulled all the spark plugs. They looked newer. They didn't look no crazy buildup or anything, but I realized they weren't gapped. They were gapped to like 0.02 instead of 0.35 or 0.42 or whatever it needs to be. So re-gapped all the spark plugs. Still a little bit of a misfire. Just running not great, but it would kind of clear up at higher RPM. So I had a little confidence that it wasn't going to be completely total. Changed the mass airflow sensor, cleaned out and fixed all the vacuum leaks. The vacuum leaks are actually very big. You think, it's not about air. I mean, some spark, fuel, air. So air with the vacuum leaks really was creating a lot of rough running situations and kind of hard starting. Remember that if you've sailed have an intermediate hot nose start, which ended up being the mass airflow sensor, the MAF sensor, and some vacuum leaks, which I didn't think those two things were combined at all, but I was able to figure that out. After still competing with a lot of the misfire things, I don't want to throw money at this, right? This is supposed to be a cheap build. I did, though, splurge on I think the Kingsman, or I forget what the brand, but the 8 mil, so this had 7 mil spark plug wires. I put 8 mil blue heavy duty spark plug wires in, and it got a little bit better. The code's still persistent, so I decided to just check everything, make sure it was all snugged up, and then next time I did it, I cleared the codes and I held it around 2,000, 3,000 RPM for about a minute, because I could feel it clearing up. And it cleared up, and guess what? It runs beautifully now, 240,000 miles. It pulls strong, it runs smooth, not a lot of issues. And that's why I'm very excited about taking this on this journey. I also replaced the drive belt. I also replaced the transfer case fluid. I'll drop a clip of what that looked like. In the process, I also dropped my fill head into the transfer case, so I had to take that apart to get it out. Check both diff fluids. And we're good. I think we're rolling. Like I said, I pumped the tires up. They're old. They're not very dry rotted or cracked. They're KM2s, so I'm guessing they're about 18 years old. They're mud tires. They'll be okay. And I think that's mostly it. A lot of fuel cleaner, a lot of seafoam. I did the fuel filter too. That was a big one, just to ensure that I wasn't having any restricted flow. The fuel pumps I would have done, but they're pretty expensive for the Disco, probably about half what I paid for the truck. So I'm not going to do any of that. So that was a full, like, Addicted Motors on the cheap tune-up, and it really did work. For the first time, an Italian tune-up plus some cleaners and some plug wires, and this thing's running great. And I could be eating those words soon, but I'm having a good time. So this will be the test to see how it did. I know that was long and rambling, but there's a lot of guys doing a lot of troubleshooting online, and it took me about 2 weeks to figure out all these issues, but luckily it was little stuff, and I think I'm good to go now. So off to the trails. The last fix, the one I just figured out last night, was my steering knuckle, the steering shaft, or the CD, whatever you want to call it. I thought it was shot. It was just really loose and really hard to tighten. It was just creating a lot of steering slop, so really tightened, hit it with my purse, and I got tight steering again. So, man, I love it when little cheap fixes really bring the truck around and make it usable, because it's not fun when it costs a lot of money. These are supposed to be cheap. That's why this hobby's interesting, and that's why a lot of people get into it. So, and you can figure it out yourself. Awesome. All right, so no check engine light still. Truck's running great, 50 miles in, and actually we're still at full tank of fuel. I'm sure that's not completely accurate. My other truck leaks when I put a full tank in, so this is an interesting situation, doing a little top off the tank. But she's still running cool, and it's chugging along. It's just wild to see that many miles on the odometer. All right, so we made it to the Little George Hunt Club to start our trail cleaning weekend, if you want to call it. And again, just a recap, truck did great. So don't jinx myself, but it's really running and driving great. But again, I did the oil. There's my new plug wires. The belt was obviously dry rotted, not so great. Topped up, did the fluids, oil filter, fuel filter, transfer case, and steering knuckle shaft, or whatever you call it, down there. MAF sensor, just a lot of little things that really just need to get brought around. Oh, and the valve cover gasket, the bolts were hand tight. So tighten that up a little bit. And I think we've got a truck on our hands, guys. It just drove about 60 miles with no issues, and we're ready to hit the trails. All right, we're dropping in. We're situated. I've got my tires aired down, and doing the first mud, or first off-road in the new D1. It's funny, right? It's not like this truck's going to be much different than any of my other ones. They're all the same, essentially. This one, actually, though, looking at it a little bit deeper, it does have an OME 762 spring setup. So that is the HD front and rear springs. And it's sitting at probably about 2.5, 3 inches high, which is probably my tallest truck, which is interesting. So we're about to hit a little mud here. And let the adventure begin. Now, I'll tell you what, it's nice to be back out on the trails in an automatic, especially when I'm doing a little bit of filming and driving around. This is a pretty steep angle here. I do miss the lower crawl ratio found on the manual D1, but you know, this is fine for just putzing around the trails. It's a trail cleaning weekend, right? So I'm popping in and out of the truck a lot. And you know, when you don't trust your e-brake for the manual truck and you're just trying to, you know, not have to cut it off every single time, this makes a much more enjoyable, relaxing experience. But again, this truck, I got mud tires on it, guys. It's got a 3-inch lift and a center diff lock, so I think I'm gonna be good. And here's the juxtaposition about these Rover events and Rover stuff in general, right? My truck, I'm all in for like $1,300 or $1,400 total. You know, whoop, popped out of gear. Bob's truck, man, it's a new Defender, awesome build, but that's, you know, probably over $100,000 invested. And Alan's behind us. He got the truck cheap, but he's got, you know, he's got treps and, you know, roof, the whole thing. So he's probably in that for about 20 grand too. But, you know, doesn't matter what your truck is. It's a Rover. It'll keep up. And, you know, everyone's got an awesome appreciation for each other's vehicles. And, yeah, just makes it fun. All right. Dropping in for the little water crossing here to get out on the island. Want to make sure that that's going to be doable. Woo, she's not shallow, and it's moving pretty good. Buddy Reed's behind us. He might have a little PTSD from water crossings, but this truck's running good still.
For $1,000?
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah, dude.
See how Zach does. We'll clean her out a little bit. One of the plus sides of air suspension is you get that, watch my door seals there. I'm gonna do it this time without getting washed away. Hell yeah! But we're out on the island for the Pearls Pond location for the Mar event that we do here in Virginia, and really cool setup right here on the James River.
So I'll be meeting each morning at 9 o'clock. Okay, not 8:30, but 9 o'clock. But we're going to meet up on the mountain at 9 on Thursday and Friday mornings.
All right, gonna go over here, do a little crossing. Hey, when I get up on the other side, I'm gonna stop and film you guys coming up this.
That'll be good.
Give her a little. Speed. All right, we're going full send. We're gonna dig. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah, baby. Not a problem. Not a problem with the center diff locked. This one's tough because you lose momentum and have to back up. shouldn't have any issue with this, with his diff lock, traction control, mud tires. But definitely, the more trucks you put through this, it definitely gets a little slicker after you get that top coat off. See if the 90 can make the turn off. Ah! Just oh, or not. All right, going down Trail 7. It's supposed to actually get pretty interesting as far as how steep it is, so that might be fun. But again, guys, I'm out here in a $1,000 truck, just tooling around, having a good time, and it's doing great. I mean, this is fun. This is what rovering for me is all about, and I hope that and I actually know that some of you have been inspired to do the same thing and buy one of these, fix it up, and get out there and participate, because that's what makes it fun. You know, there's not an infinite time period where you can be able to enjoy activities like this, and you got to take advantage of that time while you can. Drop it in. And it's just really fun to drive a truck. I'm not saying I don't care about it. I definitely care about it, but you know, it's replaceable, and we're gonna have a good time. All right, here's a drop in. This might be what we're talking about. So we're going up, we're going down, and then all the way up. And if I survive, you guys want to film me going up. This will be a lot of throttle, baby. Speed and power. Oh yeah, speed and power, some mud terrains. Whoa, what am I worried about? That's a good time. Gotta love a disco. Here's the drop in, and we'll
do you want to get this on video?
Oh yeah. It's gonna be tough to capture this angle here, but it is quite the angle. So we'll let Reed demonstrate first. Again, it doesn't show up on camera like all video, but woo! He definitely didn't take the easy line. Good stuff. All right, here we go. Woo! Yeah, it doesn't put it into perspective, but this is a high degree. Shoo! going for the backup. Woo! Team traction control. Yeah. All right. Let me get out of the way. It's gonna justify that locker purchase.
I don't think he's even installed them yet, but yeah, I guess.
No.
Maybe get snug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you losing your momentum for?
I got it. Come on, window up. Reed, you want me to film you with your own camera?
Hey, Reed, try it. What gear are you in? First or second? Second. Do second in the mud. You're spinning like too fast.
You get that stuff.
Yeah. All right, now it's raining and we're stuck in the muddy part of the river section of this, so this is gonna be a thing. This is gonna get interesting, I believe. You know, the river's coming. All right, mud pit. Woo. Oh yeah, like I said, this thing is great with these mud terrains on it. Doesn't even slip a tire. I really like this truck. If you can't tell, I'm quite tickled with this purchase. This is the actual trail cleaning portion. This was totally blocked, and now it's not.
Forfeiture, right?
Yeah, no, I don't think Zach might have.
I might have.
All right, so it's real slippery here, so we're gonna try to get through here without mangling ourselves on this. He's definitely gonna slide into it though. Let. and just go. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Go.
All right. Keep going.
Keep going.
Good.
That's probably good. Take 3. Let's try not to slide into the... Shoo. All right. I'm gonna slide into some stuff. Woo! Perfect. Perfect.
It's smooth as butter down here.
All right, going through some mud. No issues. All right, let's see if we don't float away this time. All right, dropping in on the RTV course. Doesn't look very muddy. But we got all the angles. This is really where the shorter wheelbase of the D1 and the 90 shine. You know, you can't really do this. I mean, you can do this in modern vehicles, but it's just not as smooth and I don't want to say worry-free, but this is how the trails are on the East Coast. Lots of trail damage, lots of scratching, lots of trees, tight turns. So it really suits these trucks immensely. Drop into the creek bed. Looks like it's dried out. This would be pretty fun if it wasn't.
The river looking really high.
And there's a river ahead. All right, so we've got a sandy water crossing, and of course, our buddy Reed, he's gonna go for it. This is pebbly under there. It's kind of hard to tell, but this is sand, and obviously it's muddy, so we're prepped and ready to go, and he's gonna go for it. Whoa, that's... not bad. Tsunami. So we made it to the island, which is pretty sweet. It's a huge flowing, it's the James River out here. All the trucks made it. Getting back is going to be fun though, because that sandy berm is going to be a pain. All right, now let's see if we can get out of here. Luckily the water has cleared this out. That's what I said. Don't make it worse.
Yeah, don't ruin it for us.
Back up more. I know.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no, it's back door. You lost your chainsaw.
Bottle of bar oil's over here.
Oh, I'm glad they gave us the time buffer.
Oh no. We got your bar oil.
Grab your, yeah.
Oh, it's so sticky.
God damn it. Just throw it up on the bank.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. On the back. Oh, I'll just bring mine.
Oh yeah, no, this one sat in the guy's driveway.
Use your wind.
Well, at this point. Nope. I thought you were about to locker shame me.
No, I got nothing.
All right, so I'm prepped. I'm gonna go next and get stuck. This will be good.
You want to take my shovel with you? Okay. Got sucked by the wind and the sail.
Maybe you can get enough torque on those front wheels, but I don't know.
We both have winches. He's the only one without, right?
Yeah. Kinetic.
Dealership inventory, maintenance.
Okay.
They own Carfax. They own Kelly Broadwood. They own.
No, we're separate. We're publicly traded. Is that his door?
I think so.
Fuck.
You want to radio him and see if he wants to. Look at that. You're up.
right. Zach decided not to high center himself for the winch point, so we should be okay. All right. It's a shame traction control can't figure it out.
I think I am high center.
Oh yeah. The 300 TDIs just can't build that momentum quick enough. Woo! Whoa! I mean, you're close. I would do it again. Woo! Turbo noises. Cut your wheels. Cut your wheels. That way. Try forward again.
I think I'm pretty thoroughly stuck.
Oh, you're stuck. Well, that's the internet. Are you stuck? So that was pretty sweet. Everyone got stuck. We all got high centered. Can't really do much about that. No one has lockers, but at least we have winches. Made it out fair and square. The $1,000 disco is still running and driving and doing amazing. So this has been a success so far, and we're not done yet.
Go jump in
That's
the
how
river.
you know it's slick when you yard sale yourself walking down the thing.
Get up.
Ah, you cheated.
No.
All right, so that's gonna wrap up this video. We're just airing up and getting out of here. We spent a long time clearing a whole new trail that I wasn't gonna videotape for your benefit. You probably don't find it too interesting, but the $1,000 D1 survived and did amazing for 240,000 miles for limited maintenance and for me doing basically nothing except for little DIY things. This thing kicks. So that's gonna be it for me for this video. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, do all that fun YouTube stuff, and we'll catch you in the next video. See ya.